Okay guys, so today we are working with Tinashe hair, and the hair comes in this really cool pouch, reusable, so that when you make your wig you can put it right back in there. It also has the, what is this called, like the QCR, I forget what this code is, so you can just tip that with your phone and it'll take you to the website, which I thought was really cool. So I took the closure out of the package, but I got a 18-inch closure. It's a typical closure. It's like a medium brown. Pretty good skin match. And it also comes with this really cute pocket mirror, which has the Tinashe brand on it as well. Let me just take it out of here so you guys can see it. So it's like a cute amber like gemstone. I have my fingerprints all over it already, and it just has the Tinashe brand on it, which I think is a cute little gift. I also have 3 packs of 22-inch bundles. So basically we are just doing a really easy dye tutorial. There won't be any bleach involved in the actual bundles. The only thing I will be doing with bleach is bleaching my knots, but we are going to color the bundles using hair color, just box dye. So if you would like to see how I got the color on the thumbnail, then go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just going to add about a scoop of the bleach. I use my Clairol Basic White bleach, and I'm using my Ion 40 volume developer, and I'm just going to mix that until it is a thick consistency. Now, as I was mixing, I noticed it was more like a lighter cake batter, like it was dripping a little too much for me, so I went in and added about maybe 1/5 of a scoop just to thicken it up a little bit more. Now, what I like to do when bleaching my closure is just starting at the back and working my way up to the front, not pressing in the bleach too much. Very light pressure, and make sure no flyaways are getting into it. Now I start at the back so that the knots in the front process evenly. I don't really care if the knots in the back are over processed, but I do want to make sure everything has a chance to process thoroughly. So I know that when I see my knots in the front processing, there won't be any missed knots because the back has had longer to process. I hope that makes sense to you guys, because it makes sense to me. And we're just going to lay that right down. Now what I like to do is push a little bit against the, let's go ahead and push against the aluminum foil just a little bit. And this is basically to make sure that the hair, the bleach kind of gets through to the knots. Okay, so this is basically our closure with all the knots bleached, which I think turned out pretty good. It is brassy, but that is typical for bleaching the closure. As long as all the knots are bleached, I'm okay with that, because you can hide brassiness in a number of ways. You can sit this in some shimmering lights, purple shampoo. You can even do like a lace tinting and dye out the brassiness, but I've come to realize that like I don't really care much about the brassiness. Since I do put foundation on the bottom of it, it kind of hides that anyway. So it's just up to you whether or not you want to handle the brassiness now or later. I'm going to choose to handle it later, and we're going to just go ahead and get to dyeing. Okay, so since we're dyeing 3 bundles, we are going to need a lot of dye. To be on the safe side, when I'm using box dye, I like to do 1 box per bundle. So I have 3 of these L'Oreal High Color highlights. Now these are very small. The actual product is only about, it's only about this big. I don't know if that helps you, but it's a very small product. However, we're going to be using a lot of developer as well. So I have right here my 40 volume developer from Ion. Of course, it's not going to focus for you guys, but you get my gist. And since I've never actually used this particular dye before, I'm going to actually read instructions. How about that? I'm doing now is just clipping the bundles to the end of my table, and I do that to help stabilize them. If you guys have seen some of my older dyeing videos when I was dyeing with actual dye like this and not dip dyeing or dyeing on a wig, I like to try to clip the bundles to the table, brush them out, and it really helps me out when I'm trying to do a lot of dye at once. So now they don't move, they clip to the table, and I can just go in and dye everything. So let's give this another quick stir, and we're gonna just start in the middle of the bundles, start dyeing. Alright guys, so that is just about the end of the video. I just assembled the hair into a wig and put the closure on top. All of the lengths were the same, so it didn't really matter which way you assemble the wig. I just cut a little bit of the end so that it had a little more body and swing to it. I did cut layers in it, but I'm gonna wear it straight, so that might not have been the best idea to actually cut layers, but I was originally intending on like doing big bouncy curls, but I decided to go ahead and keep it straight because I think it looks really, really good. I am really impressed with this closure. Like, I bleached the knots. I haven't put any powder foundation or anything on it, any concealer. This is just basically the closure as is. This is the color it was. I didn't really tint anything. I just went ahead and bleached my knots. So, you know, the closure color is really, really good. This hair is going to be a problem. I can already tell because of the amount of swinging and touching I'm doing. I'm feeling myself a little too much with this hair. I've not had straight hair in quite some time. Well, like long, straight, sleek hair. I usually wear like waves and curls and things like that, or at least I have been for the fall summer season. So actually having straight, sleek hair is about to be a problem because I'm about to be really feeling myself, you feel me? Especially for the month of February. Tell me y'all don't automatically associate like burgundy and reds with February. It may have something to do with Valentine's Day. But whatever, what have you, this is perfect February hair right here. This is perfect Valentine's Day hair, y'all. All I put in it is my heat protectant spray. I don't have anything else in the hair. I just flat ironed it with heat protectant, and basically this is the outcome. I just want to give a thank you again to Tinashe Hair. This is such a cute bag. I'm so glad that companies are like stepping up their packaging game and giving you a bag to put the wig back in. So we do have a little info card in here that gives you the hair care instructions. They also have all of their social media on the front of the bag, so you guys go ahead and check them out on Instagram at Tinashe Hair. And let's just open this up and see. So they show you all of the hair that they offer. They have some 613, some deep waves, some body waves, some deep curlies. The hair came with no smell. It came packaged in this cute little thing, and then each bundle was individually packaged in another plastic bag with the length on it. It took the color great. This hair that I got from Sally's, and so basically it was just the 3 magentas. I left this hair dye on for like 6 hours. Like, no, but for real, I left this hair dye on for a long time, you guys. I wanted it to be bright and saturated, and I feel like a lot of videos aren't telling you guys that. Like, I think that when I first made the first mistake, I only left it on for like an hour because I thought it was like a typical, you know, like hair color. But for some reason with like bundles, leave this hair dye on. Use a lot of developer. It says only use at like 2.4 fluid ounces or something. No, make it that the mixture is so freaking thick. I did have to go and buy more dye, which was a problem. So altogether I used 6 things of that dye. The dye is not cheap. It is $7 each. Okay, so if you're doing longer bundles than just 22 inches, you about to spend some money for this hair color if you want to do it this way. Otherwise, you can always bleach it and then go in and dye it with semi-permanent. But I wanted to try out an actual box dye, and it worked. It really did, but I think it had a lot to do with me leaving the dye on for over 6 hours. So definitely take those things into consideration. You're gonna need time, you're gonna need to invest, and you're gonna need patience. So if you don't have those things, just go ahead and do your typical bleach, then semi-permanent. But if you want to get a little bit more of a permanent situation, if you plan on wearing your wigs and or bundles for a long period of time, you plan on washing them repeatedly, then go ahead and invest in your hair color. If you're going to get a lot of mileage out of something, go ahead and invest. Just invest up front. There's no need to be cheap if you are going to get your money's worth. So let's quickly talk about the hair before I had to get up out of here. Okay, so I don't have any problems with this hair. It does not shed. We ain't shedding. I did notice that when I was washing it though, it did tangle. Don't you know when you're trying to like brush it, but when you put the conditioner in it, it was fine. I don't know for sure if this hair will tangle. If it does, I will leave a comment below. I'm wearing it today, and I will leave a comment below letting you guys know if it tangles throughout the day. It has not tangled on me so far since I've gone ahead and straightened it, but the amount that it was tangling when I was washing it, I thought I had fried the hair or something, but it seems to be okay now. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll check the comments below so that you guys know. I'll either tell you a yay or a nay, but I'm telling you right now, so far, I'm having no problems with this freaking hair. It is so good. The frontal was no problems. I think this is like the best I've ever bleached the frontal. It took to that bleach like nobody's business. I plucked it, I bleached it, I colored it, and now we got this beautiful wig, and I am so happy about it. This looks so good. Like, I gotta stop looking at myself, but this looks so good. I did put the band on this. It's not really necessary because this wig is, I made this wig on my 22mm head, or it's 22 inches headstand, so it fits my head perfectly, but I didn't want to have to gel or glue down this little portion here, so I just put the band on there to make sure it was extra snug, and she ain't going no chia. I don't have my wig band on, so I will be going to the gym in this. I'm about to start rambling, but should I start like recording myself at the gym working out in my wigs? You guys let me know. I always do. And I know some people were wondering, like, do I take my wigs off every night, and how do I, you know, work out in my wigs and blah blah blah. If you guys would like me to start recording like my workout routine in my wigs and workouts, go ahead and let me know, and I will try to get that done for you guys as well. So basically, this hair is the bomb. This hair is the bomb. It's so freaking silky. It moves. It's like just, oh, I'm about to knock my background out. Oh, God, it's so movable. It moves and then like it just comes straight back. You know what I'm saying? This is just, she doing the most. She didn't have to do this to y'all. She didn't, but she did. I keep looking down at my monitor and I need to stop doing that. I'm going to focus on you guys. But that is just about it. You guys know if I have cons, I always tell you the cons, but I cannot think of any cons other than the washing situation I had after I got the dye out. And again, once I conditioned the hair, she was back to giving me all kinds of life. So I don't know, we might have a winner. We might have a winner. I might have to work with Tinashe again because she did the damn thing, okay? Alright, you guys, so that is just about it. If you like this tutorial, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't like it, go ahead and give it a hate thumbs up. Let me know how you really feel with a thumbs up, and subscribe because we still have many videos coming at you. I'm uploading like once a week now. Like, I'm on the money. So if you guys need new content and you're bored of your old YouTube subscriptions, then go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you so much. Mwah.